Hello, it is iYikKam time again. So today there are many debate, argument and discussions on high bong sao because I share my view on high bong sao is a flaw techniques. It is trouble and it is disaster, and I suggest Wing Chunner obsolete this high bong sao, be it in application or in chi sao. And in chi sao, return to the old chi sao, which is using the circle hand instead of the bong sao type of chi sao. And there are many friends who message me, ask me to explain in details more why I suggest to obsolete the high bong sao once for all. So today I like to share with you the following. The reason why I get into the high bong sao suggestion is because in combat situations one need to be able to take impact without damaging one's body. Okay, and high bong sao is actually a flaw by anatomy or biomechanics or law of physics. Okay, and let me share with you what's going on. This is not about techniques, it's about the setup of the human body which is causing problem. So when we do the bong sao this way, okay, so what happens is this: when we do bong sao, we actually disconnect this core with this shoulder and this arm. There's a disconnect here. So when we do a bong sao, we can feel, we can sense that it's like this top part and the bottom core is tear apart. Okay, so this is disconnect. When disconnect happen, meaning that the core is not supporting the shoulder or the arm of the bong, it will end up that this place need to have a lot of local strength in order to support it, because this core or the lower four ball core is not supporting this upper three balls anymore. So it end up that over here a lot of strength need to be used and it has to be hold on there. Okay, and as we know in physics, this is the weakest link here. If there's any impact or force injection inside this place or momentum hit in, this place is going to cause damage. And as we can see in a lot of senior Wing Chunner, meaning that Wing Chunner who is practiced Wing Chun for 30 years, 20 years, or even some the grandmaster generation, they have problem with their shoulder because of this bong sao in the brute force use of the strength here. Okay, so when you do bong sao, there this part is taking the impact, and this part is disconnect with my core. Okay, so that's what it happened. And once that happened, forget about, we talk about force flow and everything, because this part is holding on as much as possible just to perform the bong sao. Okay, just to perform the bong sao itself, it has to generate its own power here to hold on this thing. So if you raise your bong sao like this, you can feel that this tense up. Okay, that is the basic before even you do anything. Okay, that muscle that's tense up is there. We're not even talking about the explicit force coming in. Okay, and that is a limitation here because this is a human body. Okay, there's the boundary condition or limitation physically. exceed these boundary conditions or exceed the boundary condition, this is going to get damaged. And even if it's not exceed the condition, this will cause a huge tear and wear and tear. That's why you see all the senior Wing Chuners have to go through operations to fix the shoulder, and some of them are still not well in the shoulder, cannot perform well in the shoulder. So why bother doing this kind of stuff? And some say, oh yeah, I can use this hai bong sao to save my life in the transitions. How could that be? Because this one is like you have a jam transmissions there. You want to use a jam transmissions like in the car as a transitions. The probability is like a 70-30. 70% you get problem, okay, in daily use, and as soon as the force coming in is exceed the boundary condition at that day, it's going to burst. Okay, so that's human biomechanic, human structure, human anatomy, and that's physics, basic physics. Okay, and another thing is this. With this type of stuff stuck here practically because it's hold on, how is one supposed to handle the action and reaction force, which is needed for sensing the incoming force or momentum? Okay, and how is that one supposed to route where this upper four or upper three ball and the lower four ball is practically apart? It's kind of tear apart, separate apart. It's not support. So that is the reality of hai bong sao. We don't even want to talk about techniques or anything, just basic human body. Okay. So what is the point to do that? We don't even want to talk about other things yet. Just that. Okay. So that is the reason why I say obsolete this hai bong sao. What is the point to keeping practice this thing in the chi sao and keeping practice this in wooden dummy? Pick up all this bad habit of handling this part. It is not effective, it's not efficient. It is in fact a flaw in design, a flaw techniques. Why do we want to do this? Okay, and how is it going to link to the back to send the force flow down to the ground? It cannot. Okay, and further, not to mention, it's going to screw up your diaphragm here because of this part is tensing. And you screw up the diaphragm movement, that means the breathing is stuck in the chest. So you have the anatomy issue, which is biomechanic issue. You have the force handling issue, and you have the breathing issue. With this, all three issue is guarantee a kiss of death in the design, in the mechanical design. Why do we want to do this kind of stuff? Just because somebody have a suggest to do this thing, and are we going to follow it? Because there's many people say, oh, if it's so true, how come all this grandmaster, that grandmaster, every lineage is using that? What does it matter? It doesn't matter. When it violates the law of physics, violate the human body mechanics, it's going to burst, okay? Disregard our host name there, because nobody's name or no grandmaster can override the law of physics, okay? So I hope that this is clear with all of you. And also, whenever I spot somebody do hai bong sao and they claim that they do force flow, I say forget about it. You don't know what is force flow. Why? If one cannot detect the stuckness over here, how can one know force flow? Where force flow depend on be able to sense the action reaction force in every part of the body, and time or sequence the strength. Okay. So this is for you today.